48 Laws of Money by Victor Okal. And today we're going to be reviewing the last three laws of the 48 Laws of Money. So this is the final review. In case you have been missing reviews, we've reviewed 45 out of the 48 laws already. So in this video, we'll review the remaining three laws, and these laws can help you to become financially independent. These laws can change your perspective about money, about building financial freedom, right? These laws can also help you to avoid financial struggles, whether now or in the future. So it is not enough to just listen to these laws being reviewed. It is very, very important to implement these laws little by little. Take small steps per time. All right. So tonight we review laws 46, 47, and 48. Law 46 says wealth requires sacrifice. There is no success without sacrifice. If you really want to achieve anything great in life, you must be willing to sacrifice. Yes. So there is no success without sacrifice is a quote by Anonymous. And it is true. One essential truth that you must know is that building wealth often requires sacrifice. You need to let go of something if you want to build the kind of future that you desire. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You must be willing to sacrifice your comfort, to sacrifice some spendings, sacrifice some things. Yes, because in the world of today, and as human beings, we always have that temptation for immediate gratification. We want pleasure, we want entertainment, we want fun, we want to have our way, we want to spend. All of those things are good, but if we don't know where to draw the line, if we don't know how to discipline ourselves and sacrifice, we will never be able to build any sustainable wealth. We cannot achieve any tangible success, and that is the truth. So there are conscious choices that you have to prioritize. If you want to be wealthy, you need to be able to forego short-term enjoyment so that you can achieve long-term financial freedom. So sacrificing wealth building can mean different things for different people. For you, it may mean cutting back on expenses, postponing indulgent purchases, hanging out, foregoing immediate luxuries for future security. Everybody's buying the latest cars, but you say, no, I'm going to invest this money now so that I can enjoy financial freedom later. That may be sacrifice for you. For somebody else, sacrifice may mean leaving home for 1 year to go and hustle somewhere, to go and do that job. They leave their family somewhere, and then they work so hard, they focus for 1 year to achieve something, to get the kind of income that they need to start a business that will bring financial independence to the entire family. For them, that is sacrifice. The sacrifice being with their family for some time. For some people, sacrifice may mean, juggling 4 jobs at the same time. They deny themselves of pleasure. They deny themselves of hangouts, of, going out with friends, drinking and all of that. They focus. They deny themselves of short-term pleasure for long-term gain. So you have to define what sacrifice means to you. But those who succeed in building wealth typically adopt long-term perspective. They don't just focus on the now. Yes, 4 jobs. There was a time I was juggling like 3 to 4 jobs. Yes, it is doable. So it is not all the jobs that are going to be full-time jobs. Some are part-time, some are contract jobs. I was doing it and I was a student. Yes, and it was not even it was in a foreign country because I had school fees to pay. Nobody was sponsoring me. So these things are possible. And I was managing my time so well. And to the glory of God, I still graduated with a distinction. But I don't have to do that now. I don't have to juggle four jobs now. Right? It was a sacrifice that I had to make then. Thank God, it paid off. In fact, my supervisor had to tell me at one time to go and resign from some of those jobs when I now got like one good job. So my jobs reduced to just like two, and I was still studying. I was a full-time student, and I was juggling, like 3 or 4 part-time jobs. Yes. So for me, there was no weekend to play or anything. I put all my eggs in those baskets, and thank God for where we are today. So that is sacrifice. Many people fall into the trap of impulsive buying. You see something, you want to buy it. No, you have to choose immediate, they choose immediate satisfaction over thoughtful decision making. So you have to go home. Do I really need this thing? Sometimes you want to buy new clothes. Go and check your wardrobe. It is not every occasion that demands a new clothes. Go and check your wardrobe. There is a clothes that you've not worn in a while. Dry clean it, put it into shape, iron it, and it becomes new again. So you have to think before you spend, because if you don't, it is going to derail your financial plans, and it will prevent you from accumulating wealth. Every dollar, every naira, every pound spent today is a dollar, a naira, a pound not invested for the future. You have to understand the concept of opportunity cost. What are you willing to forego now, today, so that you can gain something better in the future? This will really, really help you. There are some people that sacrificed a lot today, or that sacrificed a lot years back. Now they're enjoying. Their mates are wondering how they are thriving in a hard economy. It's because they made the right choices. They sacrificed. Embrace frugality. Frugality is not stinginess. It is you just being economical. It is you thinking about every spending decision before you actually make the decision. Find joy in simple pleasures. Instead of eating out every time, cook at home. Instead of going to the cinema, set up a cinema in your house. Buy 500 naira popcorn. Sit in your house. Turn on your TV. Go on YouTube. Watch a movie instead. Because if you go to the cinema, you know how much you're going to spend. You can do that in your house. That is being frugal. And it is not going to continue like that. You know that you have a focus. You have a goal. Yes, you have to pay your dues. Like Mr. Gabriel mentioned here. You to pay your dues. Do you understand? It is not forever. It is just for a while. There was a couple that built wealth. They cut down on their expenses and all of that. Their friends could not understand it, but by the time they reached their 40s, they had amassed significant wealth. They were traveling around the world. David and Lisa, they recognized that their early sacrifices were not just about money, but about creating a lifestyle filled with freedom. That word freedom is a big word. Freedom and opportunity. The freedom to live life on your own terms. That is what a lot of people miss today. If they don't go to work, they're in trouble. They live from paycheck to paycheck, even though they are 60, they are 65, they are 50. But their lives are greatly dependent on their paycheck. If anything happens to their job, they are finished. That is not the kind of life you want to live. When you are still in your 20s, your 30s, maybe your early 40s, even 40s, you should already have a good plan in place. Yes, because when do you now have time to enjoy your hard work? But even if you are 50 or 60, it is never too late, right? If now is when you are waking up, start doing something. Start saving, start investing, okay? Practice delayed gratification. Cultivate discipline. Start saving something. Don't dip your hands into your savings every now and then. Hold yourself. See, building wealth also requires a great deal of self-control. You really want to buy those pair of shoes, but no, you're not going to buy them. You will manage the ones that you already have. Clean them well, polish them, and they are good to go. Elon Musk. Everybody can look at Elon Musk today and say, "Oh, he's one of the richest people in the world and all of that." Yes, but do you know the sacrifices he made? He's the founder of X and Tesla, but he embodies the principles, or the principle that wealth requires sacrifice. In the early days of his business, he invested nearly all his personal fortune into his companies. He sacrificed a stable income and comfort for the potential of groundbreaking innovation. He is a force to reckon with today. Others were enjoying their lives by then, but he faced numerous challenges and setbacks. Is it not paying off for him today? His willingness to sacrifice for his vision ultimately led to tremendous success. proving that significant rewards often come from making difficult choices. If you want everything to just be rosy, to be very, very hard to amass wealth, to build significant wealth. You must be willing to let go of some pleasure, at least for now, so that you can enjoy later. Now let's look at law 47, know when to stop. Janis Joplin says that greed is a fat demon with a small mouth, and whatever you feed it is never enough. Don't be caught up by greed. Know when to stop, know when to let go. You keep your money somewhere, you put your money into an investment, be discerning. There are some investments that you just want to put your money into for a short while, cash out. There are some you leave for as long as possible. That is where discernment comes in. That is where constant reviews comes in. If an investment is not doing well, you don't want your money to keep plummeting. You want to bring it out. Or maybe you have cashed out, you have set an objective. Oh, once I make 50% gains, I'm fine. Don't wait until, maybe I can get 70%. Let me wait. Maybe to reach 80%. Some people do this, and they eventually lose their money. So don't allow emotions to drive you, because for many people, emotions play a significant role in investment decisions. When they hear that a particular company or market is doing so well, they start noticing the fear of missing out. So they put their money into it. They keep pumping their money into it. Right. Thank you. And when they also see that, the market is not doing well, there's fluctuation, people are losing their money, they start panicking, they withdraw. Right. So don't allow your emotions to drive you. Establish clear financial goals. When do I want to cash out? What is my objective? By the time your money reaches a certain level, you can collect your gains. Leave the principal there. Not principal. Leave your principal there to keep working for you. And by the time you cash out, maybe like twice or three times, you know that you have secured your initial investment amount. Whatever you gain from it afterwards is your profit. Right. So don't allow greed to drive you. Greed is what drives people into get quick rich schemes. And then once they see that their money is doing well, instead of them to withdraw it, they are still expecting more. They want more until they eventually lose everything. Right. There's a story of a company called Enron. So it was a company in America. It was initially doing well. People were pumping money into it. They were investing into the company and all of that. Even when there were clear signs that this company would not last, they ignored it because of greed until the company eventually collapsed and they lost their money. So sometimes you see the handwriting on the wall. Don't ignore it. And don't put your money somewhere and go to sleep. Always make sure that you get regular updates. Right. Okay. Knowing when to take profit is crucial. If an investment has performed well, consider cashing out a portion of your gains. Don't leave it there forever. Except it is something that you are so sure that, okay, it's going to keep generating. There are some investments like that. They are coming in slowly. The interest or the dividends are coming in slowly, but they are steady. You are sure there is a rise over time. All right. So that is where discernment comes in. Now let's look at the final law, law 48 of the 48 laws of money. All right. And this law 48 says financial independence is freedom. I'm sure we all want financial independence. We all want financial freedom. That is the ultimate goal. All these stories about saving, investing, and all of that, budgeting, being financially prudent, financial discipline, financial plans, it is because we want to attain financial independence. You know what independence means? It means that you are not dependent on your paycheck. You are not dependent on just one source of income. You are not dependent on somebody sponsoring your lifestyle, such that if the person pulls the plug, you fall down, yakata. No. Financial independence means that you are living life on your own terms. You have the time, the freedom, and the security that money brings. You are not in your old age and still running after one 9 to 5 job, even though you're tired, even though you're bored, you don't like it. It means that you're not financially independent. And if you want to be financially independent, now is the best time to start. Don't ever think that your money is too small to save or invest. It depends on your priority. It depends on what matters to you. It depends on your discipline. Little drops of water make a mighty ocean. So start now. Some people leave it for later. No. Leverage the power of compounding. You just be putting your small 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, $10, £5 there, and you will see the magic that it can perform. Robert Kiyosaki says financial independence is about having more choices. Do I go to work today? There are some people that woke up in their estates. They are jogging on Monday morning when some other people have not their tie. They must be in the office by 7:30 a.m. That's when they are working out in their estates. No stress. Do you know what they have done before? Do you know how they have diversified their investments? They don't have the stress that some people have. They don't have Monday phobia like so many people have. That is financial independence. That is financial freedom. And if you are listening to me, please do everything that you can to get that independence. It is very, very important. And the best time to start is now. If you don't know how to start, you don't know what to put your money into, chat me after this video. Right, I can point you in the right direction. You don't have to be lost. You just need to ask the right questions. Okay, the law of financial independence underscores the ultimate goal to financial freedom. And true wealth is not just about having money. You can have money and not be wealthy. You can have money and not have choices. There are some people that have money today, but they still have to go to work every time. Otherwise, they risk being sacked. They risk receiving queries. Financial independence is about having control over your time and choices. Achieving financial independence allows you to live life on your own terms. Nobody can threaten you with any query or any sack letter. You are free from the constraints and worries that financial stress brings. You are free from it. You can fire your boss at any time. Nobody's gonna throw any rubbish at you because they know that you know you can decide to sack them. You fire them before they fire you. It doesn't mean that you are rude or you are proud. It just means that you know your boundaries, you know your worth, and your life is not dependent on that paycheck. You're not going to dip your hands into any dirty thing just because you need money to pay your bills. So think about it. Give it a thought. If you are happy with the way your life is going, fantastic. But if you know that you need to do more, you need to do better, now is the time. I'm so passionate about this topic because I see a lot of people who work for so many years and they retire to poverty. They retire to nothing. They start begging for small money here and there. Trash is being thrown at them. Rubbish is being put in their bosom because they don't have a say. No freedom, no choice, no security, nothing. Right, at their old age, still doing very hectic jobs. No. It is not befitting. So before you can attain financial independence, you have to be intentional about your financial choices now. Are you saving? Are you investing? Are you budgeting? Are you financially disciplined? Or you are just living life as you want? You're just living your life by choice. By chance. No. You have to be very intentional. Do you have cash reserves to afford the kind of lifestyle that you desire that is not dependent on a fixed employment? The kind of lifestyle that you want to live later. Now that you have the strength, sacrifice. Wealth requires sacrifice. We've established that. So this is the time to build the wealth, to do the jobs that you want to do, save, invest, start early so that you can make your mistakes early, you learn early, and then you're on the right track. To achieve financial independence, you need a solid plan. It includes setting specific goals, budgeting, saving, investing wisely, a well-structured financial plan. How much money do you want to have by the time you are 30 or 40 or 50 or 60? How do you want to send your children to school? What is going to be sponsoring their education? Do you need a side hustle? These are some of the plans you ask yourself. Maybe your children are still very young, like mine. By the time they enter secondary school, university, can you fund their education without getting into debt, without being stressed? Can you give them the kind of life they deserve? Can you expose them to the world? Do you have money to give them other kinds of exposure apart from the four walls of the classroom? You need all of this. So you need to reduce the stress that comes from financial insecurity. And if you are financially independent, you are able to focus on the things that truly matter: your family, your health, your marriage. You look after yourself. You are not looking 60 when you are 40 just because of the hustle bustle of life. You're juggling too many things at the same time. When you are younger, it's okay, right? But as you are growing, you now need to think about it. Is this the way I want to continue? Is this the way I want to continue? Time is running very fast. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, if you are 30 now, 5 years from now, you'll be 35. If you are 40 now, 10 years from now, you'll be 50. And you know how time runs fast. Tick says the clock. Tick, tick. What you have to do, do quick. Stop postponing it. The financial independence, retire early, FIRE movement has gained popularity in recent years. I'm hearing about it for the first time, but it's a kind of movement that enables individual at a young age to start seeking financial independence. You know, people in the FIRE community adopt extreme saving and investing strategies. They live on a fraction of their income. There's a couple mentioned here, Scott and Taylor. They started saving 70% of their income. In fact, over 70%. They were living on just like less than 30%. They were in their early 30s. In their early 30s, they were able to achieve financial freedom. So it doesn't come by chance. You have to be intentional. Can you sacrifice for a while so that you can enjoy later? You can retire early. You don't have to actively work because money is just going to be coming in from different sources for you, and you can relax. Financial independence offers you the freedom to pursue passions, hobbies, or even new career paths without the pressure of needing a paycheck. This sense of autonomy can lead to a more fulfilling life. And with financial independence, many individuals find the freedom to give back to their communities. You can support the causes that matter to you. You can set up an NGO. You too can send some children to school, some indigent children in your area. You can send them to school. You can provide food for widows. But if you are not financially independent yourself, you have not eaten well, then there's no way you can do that. You'll be needy. Anywhere you see free food, you want to go there, but you know it's not befitting, you don't like it, but you don't have a choice. Please don't live that kind of life. Matthew Masai says many civil servants in his neighborhood in Kenya, you know, are victims of financial stress. Even many brilliant doctors retire poor and start begging or start seeking construction work. You see, after going to medical school for so many years. But I concur with him. It is true. It's not about title or degrees or anything. It is about intentionality. Start building something now. Oprah Winfrey is a great example. I read her story. She was born into poverty. She lived with her grandmother because her mother had to work as a maid. Her father was a barber somewhere. Her grandmother was so poor, or her entire family, they were so poor that she wore clothes made of potato sack. Potato sack of potato. The grandmother used it to sew clothes for her. She was abused as a child, you know. They were in extreme poverty. Look at her now. She's supporting children, education in different places. She honed her skills. She diversified into acting, into publishing, television, and all of that. And today, she's a media mogul. She's so wealthy. If you count the richest people in the world, you will count her. She's a woman. So your background is not an excuse. It depends on what you want in life, and you can pursue that which you want. It is possible. It is doable. Right. Thank you so much. This is where we're gonna stop today. It's not even stopping. We are done. We are done with the 48 laws of money. It has been a jolly ride. We have learned so much. Now it is left to you to implement all that you have learned from this wonderful book. the 48 laws of money that we have been reviewing so far. Thank you so much. If you are in the Intentional Readers Club, we're going to have our accountability session tomorrow at 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Yes, and then you know the next book. We have our list. All right. We'll talk in our group. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me, and please subscribe to this channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olade Agbaje, also known as First Lady. And on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. I'll come your way again by God's grace. Until then, be intentional. Bye. If you made it this far from the beginning to the end, congratulations. You are the VVVVVVIP. Bye, guys. Be intentional. You're welcome. You're welcome.